How's it going, everyone? Hope you're having a wonderful day. And I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on the game Dispatch. I know I haven't covered on the channel, like I didn't react to any of the trailers. Because truth be told, I didn't think I was even gonna play it. But as the weeks went on, I kept hearing how good it was. So I was like, you know what? I'll give it a go. So I bought the game last week and I got caught up on all the episodes. And then today, as of recording, was the final 2 episodes. And yeah, it's just as good as you've heard. For those who don't know, Dispatch is the newest installment in the pick your own adventure kind of genre. You know, in the vein of like Telltale's Walking Dead or like Detroit Become Human. Those kind of games where they're more cutscenes than gameplay focused, and you get to kind of see how the story plays out. This is actually made from a new studio called Adhog, I believe. And they were the original developers on Telltale's not Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, which I've not played yet, but I definitely want to now after this. In Dispatch, you play as Robert Robertson, who's the superhero Mecha Man, but your suit gets damaged, so another superhero named Blonde Blazer offers you a job to be a dispatcher for a Z team of former supervillains trying to be heroes. In exchange, they will fix the Mecha Man suit. So, Robert accepts, and then, you go on this journey and you do your best to make the right choices to reform these previous villains to be heroes. And it really worked. The thing I gotta point out right away is that the voice cast is all great. Aaron Paul voices Robert, our main character, and he is so good. You can barely even tell that it's him. The way he sounds like the whole game when he gets emotional or he's more like depressed, it's such a influx of different emotions, but it really works. And Laura Bailey voices Invisigal, who's one of the main characters. She's kind of presented like she's at the bottom of the hero rankings. She's considered the worst one, and you're trying to especially redeem her along with everyone else. And there's some celebrity voice acting here, Moist Critical voices Sonar's a bat guy, and Jacksepticeye's voices a small guy called Punch Up. Their voices weren't too distracting at all, really. I think they all did a good job. It's a little hard to talk about a game where the gameplay part kind of takes a backseat to the storytelling and the characters. But kind of the core gameplay loop of Dispatch, outside of making decisions and QuickTime events, is the dispatching. You're on this monitor, and there's these people call in to the SNE or whatever it's called, asking for help. So you have to read through what the problem is and what they need, and you got to pick the right hero or multiple heroes to try and fix the problem. So it's kind of like a strategy game, I guess, in a sense. And of course you can upgrade the heroes to either kind of make them all kind of equal stats, so you have better odds at fixing any problem with any character, or you want to lean to their strengths. The choice is yours. And some heroes can get personal training to get a certain special ability. For example, Sonar, when he's in his monster bat form, he can actually fly to the objective, so he gets there a lot faster, and if he's with someone, he'll carry them as well. It's definitely something you gotta think about. But outside of that, the gameplay very much is in the back. This is a story-focused game, a character-focused game. And all the characters are really great. Robert is a really great leading man. He's a really interesting protagonist, and of course, you can make decisions and make them how you want to make them. And when I did my playthrough, I went with I got the stat, I was the everyman. I was always kind of making decisions that kept people guessing. And from what I've seen, you can either be a full true hero, I guess always making the morally correct option, or you can be a straight up anti-hero and be very morally questionable. It's all up to you. And I'm definitely going to play through this again at some point pretty soon, now that all the episodes are out, and I'm going to try and make different decisions and see what outcome I'll get then, It wouldn't be a drama without romance, so your choice between Blonde Blazer, who's your typical good superhero, or Invisigal. Personally, I went Invisigal. I think she and Robert had a better dynamic, and I really like redemption stories too. So like I managed to like fully redeem her by the end as one of the 30% that actually managed to pull that off. Because I looked online, some people talk about like, hey, I didn't get that ending where she gets redeemed, you know. So now like I guess I managed to pull it off, and I'm going to be interested to see how that's going to be different when I make different choices, you know? I really hope they do make a season 2. I know one of the developers at the studio talked about, like, since the game's been such a huge success, we're definitely going to talk about doing a season. And I know Aaron Paul did an interview with Moist Critical, and he said about he wants to do multiple seasons. You know, keep, you know, playing these characters, because from what I've seen, like, each cast member loved doing it, so, like, yeah, like... I'm one of the many fans now really hoping they get to see these characters again, you know? Especially since original superhero games pretty much aren't a thing anymore. If you're making a superhero game now, it's either a Marvel or fucking DC live service, I guess. The age of original superhero games is pretty much gone. So it's nice to see a new one come out, and it's been such a huge hit with the fans. So I don't know if we ever will get a season 2. I really hope we do. But I just wanted to make a quick video to talk about just how much I enjoyed the game and my experience with it. Yeah. So I think I've been going long enough. But yeah. Point is, Dispatch, I really enjoyed it. If you have not played it yet, I highly recommend it. So thank you so much for watching and have a great day. See you.